Monday, the government reported to the House in writing that no deal had yet been signed with Bombardier. Yesterday, the Innovation Minister's office said the deal was sealed on March 24th, 5 days before the company announced a 50% pay hike for its executives. What a coincidence. Now each of these executives will earn more in 4 days than the average Canadian earns all year long. I guess they won't have to work Fridays either. If this agreement actually exists, did it ban Bombardier from using Canadian tax dollars for these outrageous bonuses?
The Honourable Minister of Social Development.
Merci, Monsieur le Président. Le secteur de l'aérospatial est un des secteurs les plus novateurs et axés sur l'exportation au Canada. Il génère plus de 200 000 emplois de qualité au Canada et contribue pour plus de 1% à notre produit intérieur brut. La contribution remboursable annoncée il y a quelques mois va assurer la création de 1 300 emplois de qualité et le maintien de 4 000 autres. La compétitivité à long terme de notre industrie aérospatiale est importante pour faire croître notre économie et faire croître notre classe moyenne.
Honourable Member for Carleton.
The billionaire Bombardier Baudouin family has super voting shares that give them a majority of the votes with a minority of the stocks. That allows family members to elect themselves to be executives and pay themselves, in the case of Pierre Baudouin, 10 times the industry average. If the company raised money by issuing shares, they would dilute their votes and lose company control. Isn't it true that the government bailout is really about protecting the feudal privileges of this billionaire family?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Our government was elected to grow the economy, to grow the middle class, and to help more Canadians join the middle class. In that context, Mr. Speaker, key investments in the airspace industry are important. They are going to support that industry, which contributes to more than 1% of total GDP in our country. In this particular case of a reimbursable contribution, it will also help maintain 4,000 jobs and create 1,300 additional new jobs.
The Honourable Member for Carleton.
Well, all of this raises a question of how they define the middle class, Mr. Speaker. $372 million for Bombardier billionaires. However, everyday Canadians will pay more for gas and groceries, kids' sports and Uber rides, beer and bus passes. Why is this government taxing more from those who take the bus so it can give more to those who take limousines?
Honourable Minister of International Trade.
Mr. Speaker, I welcome the question from my honourable colleague. I'm just afraid, Mr. Speaker, that his memory is failing. The first thing that our government did, Mr. Speaker, was to reduce taxes for the middle class. 9 million Canadians are paying less taxes, Mr. Speaker, and I guess there are thousands in his ridings today which are paying less taxes because of this government, Mr. Speaker. We invested in families, we invested in the middle class, we invested in infrastructure, Mr. Speaker. That's what responsible government are doing. That's exactly what we'll be continuing on doing, Mr. Speaker.